Now, Rigathi Gachagua is expected to make so many political moves within the mountain. But on this video here, I want to take you through on some of the mistakes that Rigathi Gachagua must avoid going forward. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. My name is Abel Mukwa. Please make sure that you hit that subscription button. For those who've been following, thank you so much for always coming through, because that is the best support you can always give my channel. Now, let me take you through this. What are some of these mistakes? The first one, he must ensure that he makes friends outside Mlima, because when you have friends outside Mlima, your power increases, and probably the people to negotiate with, you realize that there are so many. Although he has alluded that they are in conversation with these various stakeholders, they're making friends, they're doing this and that. That is very crucial as far as the Kenyan politics is concerned, especially if Rigathi Gachagua wants to go for presidency. Because if he's intending to become a presidential candidate in the future, probably must have friends that are going to propel his campaign in other parts of this country. We can't rule out, because every Kenyan has the liberty to vie for presidency in this country. So therefore, he must make friends. Now, another thing that he must do as we speak right now is to ensure that he does not go without the other leaders of the mountain. The mountain has so many leaders. He has church leaders. It has church leaders. There are former leaders. There is President Uhuru Kenyatta and many other leaders. He must ensure that as he moves in the mountain, he does not degrade other leaders who are there. He does not make them feel that they're minute, so that they go as a team. So he has to ensure, and as they move, he always goes with the rest of the team. But he has to lead, because if he wants to lead the mountain, if he wants to be the kingpin, he has to be above all these other leaders. Now, another thing I want to say is this. As Rigathi Gachagua moves forward, he must make a decision that can attract the youths. The youths are going to participate in the voting in 2027. Seriously. And the mountain youths are not exempted. So therefore, it is ideal if Rigathi Gachagua moves forward, makes decisions that augur well with the youths. The youths have so many conditions that they gave in 25th June 2024, William Ruto assumed them. But if those things are adhered to, probably we are going to see good leaders from the mountain. Now, why am I saying the youths? There's someone like Ndindi Nyoro, a very smart gentleman. Youths can easily attract. Someone like that cannot be attracted to. Someone like that, he should be on board. He should be the Rigathi Gachagua. They are friends and they can empower him. Now, another thing I want to say is that we need to expect is this. Rigathi Gachagua must also do one simple thing. Not making proper consultation is another problem he must avoid. Consultation is important. Not knowing that, Rigathi Gachagua, one thing that he has not been doing is to listen to other leaders. There are leaders who have come out testify that Rigathi Gachagua will tell him this, he tells you it's no way, you have enough, you have more than enough, we can't do that now. We must listen to other leaders so that we can have these leaders, being able to be comfortable with Rigathi Gachagua, and as a result, his power and numbers will be able to rise. So that is very critical, because if he isolates these other leaders and then he does not make consultation with them, probably something is going to happen, that a leader will emerge from the mountain and probably might look to be more inclusive than him. So as a result, Rigathi Gachagua is going to be kicked out of the mountain as well, or maybe kicked out of the political influence. Because if someone else rises from the mountain, the rest of the country adopts this person, Rigathi Gachagua is going to be isolated within it, and that is very dangerous. Another thing that he must do is to be close to Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta, despite having William Ruto's in his home at Ishaweri, I think he's also significant in his way. Anyway, they need to meet, share, and agree on a few things about the mountain as they move forward. But of course, it's not taking the mountain to William Ruto, because if they do so, that will not augur well with the people and the grassroots. Now, another thing I think strong that I need to look at here is Rigathi Gachagua, before he makes a decision to vie in 2022-7, he must look at every aspect well, because the moment the mountain has its own leader, the rest of the country does not support that leader. That means William Ruto will automatically become the president of this country, because he has Raila Amolo Odinga, who will give him the coast and give him Western Kenya. That makes it like Rigathi Gachagua must ensure that the Kikuyu votes, the mountain votes, have made sense in this country by at least ensuring that they have determined the president of this country. Because if they determine the president, they also determine the government, and therefore they can have command that they need. So if you check critically, he has to ensure that he has to do that. Another thing I think Rigathi Gachagua has to do is this. The issues to do with corruption. Let him not bring corrupt leaders on board. Corrupt leaders will be able to tarnish his name or remind the people that at some point he was also charged because of corruption. So therefore, it's essential that Rigathi Gachagua also brings on clean leaders and leaders who can perform. There are leaders like Peter Kenneth. Peter Kenneth was a very nice member of parliament. He did his work well. I think Murang'a has to be looked at when it comes to the issues to do with leadership. Apart from Kisii, we have also had Murang'a, which produces very nice and performers across board. So I think it's important we have these leaders being brought on board so that they can be able to perform for the people of the Mulima. Because one thing that Kenyans want right now, it is simply one simple thing: proper leadership and performance on the ground through development. That is very critical as far as that is concerned. So also I want to talk about a simple thing here. So Rigathi Gachagua, as he goes forward to make his decisions, he must ensure that he does not destroy the friendship he has with these other leaders. There are some leaders right now whom he campaigned, but they have decided to come back and support him. It's important that these leaders are given the best respect that they can as they move forward, because it's not going to be easy. Another thing that he has to ensure is that he mobilizes people to support the leaders to avoid intimidation, because we expect William Ruto is going to intimidate Rigathi Gachagua and other leaders immensely. If he does not mobilize people and have his people to support him, it's not going to be easy, because most of these leaders will be, particularly those not in leadership, in power, will be able to be intimidated, harassed by the government, particularly the police officers, be arrested, abducted like Honorable Mwathe was. And those are some of the things to stop him from having friends around him. So therefore, it's important. Now, the issue of security, I saw that Rigathi Gachagua was talking about having men to protect him in one way or the other. It's important, yes, but people, I think we don't need to go against the law, but they must ensure that at least there are no chaos erupting where Rigathi Gachagua goes to attend any function. But of course, we realized that that was a way to scare some of the allies that he has, and that was to make them abandon Gachagua so that Gachagua does not look like he has people around him. But the fact remains that Rigathi Gachagua can decide to be able to face these people head on. When they come, he also comes with these men. I don't know what is your take as far as this is concerned, but kindly, if this is the first time watching our videos, kindly make sure that you subscribe, like and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Let me take this time also to thank those people who have been also subscribing to my channel. There are people who have been also watching my videos now and then whenever I upload. There are people who always text me and send something. I want to thank you so much for doing that, because that is the best support actually you really give this channel. Now, as we move forward, we're going to do content of more kinds, and please, let's have in the comment section you guys suggesting whatever you want us to talk about, whichever topic that you are seeing. And I see very long text you guys want to share with me, and I realize that there's so much information outside there. Please, for those who can get my number, it's on my bio, just go through it, talk to me, you can text me on WhatsApp, and as a result you are going to be able to share more and help me to learn on what it means to know politics in this country, and what it means on some of these things that are happening every day as far as the political terrain is concerned. See you next time for more videos. My name is Abel Mukwa. Thank you so much for listening and watching my content.